Okay, so let's talk about something every single team struggles with. How do you keep a project moving forward without it completely losing all of its steam? Today, we're going to break down how to master that project handoff and really hang on to that crucial momentum.
I mean, we have, right? You know that feeling. A new project kicks off, the energy in the room is just electric. Ideas are buzzing, everybody's bought in, it seriously feels like you're unstoppable. It's just that pure initial burst of potential.
And then, nothing. Silence. It's like the momentum just vanishes into thin air. The project doesn't die because the work is too hard or the idea was bad. Nope, it stalls for a reason that is way, way simpler and a lot more common.
We call this the dropped baton. I want you to picture your project like a relay race, right? Each person on the team runs their leg of the race, they do their part, and then they have to pass that baton to the next person. But what happens if that handoff is fumbled? The whole race just grinds to a halt. And that is exactly what's happening in our workflows.
So what's really going on here? What's the root cause? Well, it often boils down to something we call the checkbox mentality. It's a really subtle mindset, but man, it is powerful enough to completely sabotage a project's flow.
So look at this. On the left, you've got that checkbox mentality. The focus is all internal. It's all about, okay, what did I finish? It sees a task as this little isolated island. But on the right, you've got a next step culture, which asks a totally different question. Who needs this baton from me so they can start their part? One of these mindsets creates a project graveyard, a place where good ideas go to die. The other one, it keeps the race going.
And I know what you're probably thinking right now. We just need better software. If we had that one perfect project management tool, all our problems would be solved. It is such a huge temptation to think a new subscription is the magic bullet. But you know what? More often than not, it really isn't.
Here's the truth, and this is so important. A tool is just a tool. That's it. It's the habits, it's the culture, it's the workflow we build inside that tool that actually makes or breaks our success. If you bring your old, broken habits to shiny new software, guess what? You're just going to get the same old, broken results.
So instead of playing this endless, expensive game of software hopping, the much smarter move is to just master the ecosystem you're already in. You know, for a lot of us, that's Google Workspace or maybe Microsoft 365. When you build better handoff habits inside the tools you already pay for, you create a system that's not just powerful, it's also incredibly cost-effective.
Okay, so if a new app isn't the answer, what is? How do we actually build this next step culture? Well, it all starts with a very simple, very practical rule. It's called the +1 rule, and honestly, it's a total game changer. It's so simple. When you finish your part of the project, you're not actually done. Not yet. Your task isn't truly complete until you do one more thing. You have to make the very next action item visible and assign it to the next person. That's it. When that becomes an automatic reflex for everyone on the team, the handoff becomes a seamless, natural habit.
And at the end of the day, that's the whole point. We want to completely eliminate any friction, any gap between the moment you finish doing something and the moment you start delegating it. The second that doing flows instantly into delegating, your business truly starts to gain momentum. The baton doesn't even have a chance to hit the ground.
Now listen, it is so important to remember that nobody gets this perfect right out of the box. This is a shared struggle, a shared journey, and pretty much all of us are figuring this out as we go.
I just love this quote because it is so incredibly true, isn't it? We're not building these perfect systems in some quiet lab. We're trying to improve how we work while the business is running full speed, while we're managing clients and leading our teams. It's messy, and that is 100% okay.
So I want to ask you, straight up, does this sound familiar? Does this resonate? Have you ever felt that deep frustration of a dropped baton, where a project that was just full of so much promise just fizzles out?
And maybe more importantly, what's worked for you? What's the one small habit, the little rule or tweak that you've implemented that actually helps your team remember to pass the baton successfully? Maybe it's a specific phrase you use in an email or a daily check-in. What's your secret sauce? You know, your story really matters here. Your messy middle, your experience of trying something and having it not work and then trying something else, that insight might be the exact breakthrough that another person listening right now desperately needs to hear.
So let's help each other out. Let's make everyone's race a little bit easier. Drop your wisdom, your tips, your stories in the comments below. Or if you want to go deeper, join the full conversation that's happening over at taxlab.club.
We're all running this race together, and by sharing what we learn along the way, we all get to that finish line a whole lot faster.